name is Minaxi and I'm coming from India. I'm doing MA in PR here. So this is my book. It's called The Unlabeled Happy Woman. I published it last year. I think it's been a year and a half now. So it's the collection of poetry, and most of the poetry that I write are angry poems because I think it's because of me wanting to vent out whatever I'm feeling inside, maybe. But then this one that I'm going to read, it's called The Fort, and it was written after a series of gang rapes in India, which made me feel really scared and unwanted and all that. So this is not a wake-up call or anything of that sort. This was just a scared person's immediate reaction when news like this come up. So it goes thus. I built a fort. I built it around me, tall, towering and strong. No, not like a boom. My daughters would not be pricked and killed before they breathe. No, their bread wouldn't be dunked in balls of milk before an idol. While growing up, no hairy arms would offer to unzip their little frocks. My fort from whose walls I hang 1,000 swords. My fort with thick walls, where my voice would echo. No, it will no more be drowned by your baritone cacophony. I built my fort without windows, so that your sleazy eyes would never find me. Neither will my eyes fall on your genitals which you've put up for display. I built my fort so you would not come in to fill my talons with the venom from the fanged serpent of your manhood. To the fort I take with me my million mothers, sisters and brothers, and the daughters and sons I shall bear. I build, and I build. The next one is on rituals and traditions in India. I'm a very rooted person, but then there are certain traditions in India which would call for a huge crowd to gather when there is absolutely no necessity of them being there. Especially our weddings, you might have heard about our weddings, they're big issues, they're huge, and even our deaths, the functions, they're never ending, there would be chanting, but then that can be excused because it's religious and it is important to some people. But then the fact is that people who have no relation to the person would just come because, otherwise what would other people think? That is the system which works in India, and it has irritated me a lot. And this one I wrote after the funeral of my cousin. He was very young, he was 19 when he died, and he died in an accident. So this was about people coming in, people who had to come in because they felt some sort of an obligation to come in, and not because they wanted to mourn him or anything, and it kind of made me feel sad. So during the rituals happening there was a lamp which fell down, and most of the people considered it as very inauspicious because it was not supposed to happen. A lamp falling down is not a good thing in India. So, but then I never thought it was a big deal because my brother, I knew him really well, and he was not into any of that shit, and he never wanted that thing to happen there. Maybe it was his spirit's way of venting his anger out. So, this is called Why the Lamp Fell That Day. That noon, a group of women came in, strangers to everyone, to him, shuffled their sari-clad bottoms as they sat on the mat near him. Why didn't you wear a blue blouse with this sari? The tall, thin one leaned over the short, stout one, whispering loudly. Then a cell phone rang. A ring-adorned finger walked between the green and red button. Green it is, punched. Hello? Yes, the fish curry. It's in the earthen pot. No, idiot, look near the stove, okay? Click. Now let's start. The sari-clad flock began business like clockwork. Step 1, grimace. Step 2, open the hymn book. Step 3, mourn the dead. Wait, who died? Bang, guess. They went on and on, on, till my brother Saul came out of his frozen blue body, smirked at them, winked at me, and made his way to a better place, knocking down the lit lamp on his way. Thank you.